Entering the Flex Zone today, I'll be interviewing the founder of Flex Zone Supplements. My guest is no stranger to the fitness industry and is ready to share his knowledge with you, the listeners. Kirk Weigand, you've entered the Flex Zone. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Well, I'm doing fantastic, especially since now we got Enter the Flex Zone rolling, and you got some great news to share. Why don't you tell everybody out there how you got the company going with Flex Zone Supplements, where the idea came about? Give a little backstory.
Basically, the concept came from, one, the gym, but two, a buddy of mine who constantly was at work and he would take flexing pictures and everybody would hate on him and be like, they would post the hashtag no flex zone and his face with the circle and the X around it.
Oh, no.
And I was like, you know what? And they even, he was working at a bar and they even named the bar the Flex Bar because of him. And I was like, you know what? I like that. But decided to go with Flex Zone rather than no Flex Zone because obviously we want people to flex and be happy about it.
You don't want people to be wimpy or anything. The whole point of this is to help increase strength and do it naturally. But I heard down the turnpike something somebody told me that you said you've been taking pre-workout supplements for like 15 years, but you never created your own. Is that one of the ideas that came rolling through your head once you started considering that?
Oh, absolutely. I've been taking pre-workouts pretty much since I was in high school and playing football. And I mean, I never really knew what was going on with them. I just knew the most popular ones I would always buy. And as I got older and older and started getting more and more into the fitness world and the bodybuilding world, through people that have been in the league for 20 years and plus, I started getting more knowledgeable about what's actually in these products.
You talk to a lot of bodybuilders. What were they telling you as far as what they were looking for in a pre-workout supplement?
Well, that depends on which one you talk to because some of them will swear on niacin. Someone will swear that they don't want niacin. Some will swear on creatine. Some will say they don't want creatine. So it really just all depends on which one you talk to. Ours were going back and forth on both, and we decided to go without niacin and without creatine in this first run to see how it went. We actually did a poll on our Instagram to see what the viewers liked.
Right.
And it was about 70-30. So we decided to go with, the 70%. Been doing good ever since.
Now, people in fitness that are utilizing this supplement, as far as the poll goes and everything else, what was the main thing that they really wanted in it? And did they really want a clean product? Do guys, come from the old school ways or like, it doesn't matter?
Well, what I've noticed throughout the time that we've done this with Flex Zone is it's more about the lack of knowledge.
Right. Yeah, true.
We've actually had to explain to people why we have citrulline in it instead of arginine, why we have beta-alanine in it, why we have the dosages we have, why the scoop is the size that it is. And really, the polls are just a thing, but the main thing, like I said, is the lack of knowledge from most people who take these products. They don't realize that the product that they're taking that's so cheap is really just a bunch of caffeine and a bunch of energy supplements, but there's no pump. There's nothing that helps with fatigue in the gym. There's nothing that helps with focus. And we decided that we wanted to make an overall product that touches on everything you want in the gym and in the pre-workout, other than just, I took it and I felt it right away, which I feel is a big misconception.
Well, and here's the deal, too. And I remember back in the 90s when I was really hitting it hard, and I was taking Rip Fuel or Ultimate Orange, to get that adrenaline rush, and I could work out for 2 to 3 hours. That's not necessarily a good thing. And not to mention, I was really young then. So as the years went on, I started developing heart issues. So if I'm going to take a pre-workout supplement nowadays, I don't want something that's going to make my heart skyrocket into the atmosphere, because then I start having anxiety and start worrying about, oh no, this is not good. What benefits does your supplements have opposed to others when it concerns the heart?
Well, we don't have a bunch of energy factors in ours. Like most supplements, again, I'll touch back on it. Most people think that I need to take a supplement and feel it. I need to feel the itch. I need to feel the burn, and I need my heart to be racing. And that's actually not what you want out of a pre-workout. You want to pump. You want to go in the gym. You want to get your pump. You want to look good after, which hence the reason Flex Zone. You get that good pump, you get that good flex in the mirror, and you're like, man, I'm looking good. Also, we took out the arginine, which, is a lot of the blood flow, but we added other things in it, like norvaline and stuff like that, that also comes at it from a different angle and adds that pump rather than just the blood flow goes straight to your heart kind of thing. We added supplements in there that we used instead of the regular ingredients like yohimbine and all that. We decided to keep all that stuff out and put just good, clean ingredients in there, like the beta, like the citrulline, like the norvaline, like the betaine and stuff like that, that they don't hit straight on energy. They hit on pump. They hit on stopping the fatigue.
Right.
They hit on focus with the taurine, and you get that energy, but it's a focus energy rather than just a feeling energy.
Now, when you take this supplement, does it have a long-lasting effect? I heard that with this supplement, that it provides the nourish or the blood flow you need for all the muscles that you have in your body. And like you said, with injuries, this is very important. If you are injured taking a pre-workout supplement that's not benefiting you, then you can't get back in the gym. You can't continue to work out and do what you need to do. What are your thoughts? Is this a long-lasting supplement? Does it last for an hour?
Well, basically, you can do it one of a few ways. And ours is good because the taste is so good that you can either make it and chug it down and have that hit of an hour or two in the gym and you get that pump right away. Or if you're looking for a longer lasting throughout the day kind of thing, you can sit there and sip on it throughout your day and throughout activities. But it does last. So I will take it 30 minutes before the gym, work out, come home, and man, I want to clean the house.
Nice.
I want to clean my truck. I want to.
Well, maybe that's not a good thing. You want to
dogs.
clean everything. I don't know. But
But it definitely keeps you keeps you energized, and also it keeps that pump for extra hours throughout the day. So instead of like most supplements, you go in the gym, you get your pump on, you come home, and in an hour, that pump's gone. Everyone knows that feeling. Man, my arms look huge right now. And then an hour later, they're like, oh, man, where did that go? Ours keeps that pump throughout the day. And that's why we spent the money on these ingredients, whereas most companies are like, you know what? I want my product to cost $4 for me, whereas ours costs a lot more than that because we wanted the ingredients to make a good supplement for people that will stick with them throughout the day instead of wear off in an hour.
It's not a crisis, but there's an issue with energy drinks, A lot of people are addicted to them, myself included. Being a former firefighter, I would take an energy drink maybe once or twice a day just so I could finish my shift. So my thing is, I know this is not an energy drink, but I could take half a scoop of this in the morning, be ready to go. Do I take a half a scoop in the midday or in the evening? Because it seems like it's a healthier choice. What's your thoughts?
Well, definitely. I definitely agree with that. Now, I used to be the same way coming from being an Army infantry soldier. We lived off of energy drinks, and if anybody's ever deployed, they know we lived off of Rippets.
Yeah.
Most awful thing for you on the planet, but we needed about 8 of them a day. So, yes, coming into this field, I realized that now I don't even drink energy drinks anymore because, one, I work out fairly early. So when I take this product, I don't need it for the rest of the day. I'm literally energized till I go to bed. And so it does the trick of an energy drink without all the bad stuff in it. And yeah, I would definitely recommend people, and I've actually recommended a lot of my friends who now take the product to stop taking energy drinks and just take this. And they will. They'll sit there throughout the day and they'll either sip on it like they would an energy drink for, 30 minutes or so. Just take half a scoop.
Yeah, they sip on it,
If it's a non-workout day.
They sip on it. I friggin' down it in 2 seconds.
Well, yeah, which is fine.
Yeah, the energy drinks. Whew.
I would recommend, because it is nutrition, it's the same as you eating throughout the day. You want to get that certain nutrition into your body throughout the day.
Right.
So the same thing with workout supplements. I definitely agree that on your off days, you should take the products as well. And your body still needs those nutritions, and you're still keeping your pump and focus throughout your day, even when you're not lifting. So, and it definitely, I would take half a scoop. That way you're not wasting your whole scoop. And just take half a scoop. And honestly, it should keep you going for the day. Whatever routine you have on your off days. Like my off days are HIIT training. So
okay, yeah.
I'm crazy like that. So I don't really have an off day in the gym.
Well, that's not a bad thing. I mean, working out, we all know that it keeps you focused. If you get stuff done in the gym, you'll get it done in your real life as well. Flex Zone Fanatics, you can follow Flex Zone Supplements on Instagram at Flex Zone Sups. And also look up the website, flexzonesups.com. With great supplements, there has to be testimonials. Is there anybody that has really come out to you and said, wow, this has really made a difference in my workouts, it made a difference in my physique? Anything out there like that?
Man, just about every person who's tried this product on our Facebook page has left a comment, and every comment has been so positive. Like, I've had people come out of the woodwork and be like, man, I used pre-workouts for years and I've never felt like this in the gym. And even women don't like to take pre-workouts because it's a man thing or whatever. But I've got several women followers that they'll take a half a scoop because, yes, it is a little bit intense, at first, but they'll go ahead and take a half a scoop. One tub will last them 60 days instead of 30. And these women are on there going, man, it did not make me feel that uncomfortable feeling that I get from every pre-workout, which made me never want to take them again.
And Kirk, don't some of these supplements too, I mean, I don't mean to be like crude or anything, but don't they give you the runs?
Some of them have ingredients in them like artificial dyes and just different flavoring things in them that if you take it on an empty stomach, which a lot of people do intermittent fasting, so They like to take pre-workouts and go work out on an empty stomach or do cardio on an empty stomach. And if you take certain pre-workouts, it'll destroy your stomach. Whereas we kept all clean, good ingredients, science-backed, no proprietary blends, so everything that's in our product on our transparent label. And also, we have no artificial colors or dyes. So I've yet to have anyone tell me that it has upset their stomach.
Now, what is the point for artificial colors and dyes? What is the purpose of that?
That is simply, people see blue raspberry and they expect it to be blue. People see green apple and expect it to be green, and fruit punch, and they expect it to be red. That's literally just what it is. People see it and they're like, wait, I got this product and it's not blue.
But it tastes like raspberries. What the hell? Who cares?
It tastes like blue raspberry and not a blue raspberry you've ever tried before. I've also had that in testimonials as well.
Okay.
That's really the misconception that people have on it. They expect it to be the color of the name, and that's not always good. Those artificial dyes you're literally adding what the name is. You're adding an artificial product to your product.
Into your body.
Yeah, and then into your body once it's in there. And I'm not saying it's all bad, but we just didn't want it in ours, because that is one of the ingredients that puts people in the bathroom on an empty stomach.
And just tears them up. They're blowing up the bathroom in the gym, and you go in there, put your bag in the locker, and you're like, damn, what the hell's going on with this dude? And he just took a friggin' scoop of Ultimate Orange or something. So getting on to the business side of things, and I talk to a lot of entrepreneurs, and they always describe the struggle, the speed bumps that they encounter while building their business. Can you explain any kind of hurdles that you've had to overcome to get this product out to the market?
Well, what I like to tell people about businesses is, because this is going on my third business that I've started, and there's always bumps and bruises, especially in the first few months of a business. And I call it growing pains, because it is exactly that. The first few months are always going to be the hardest because you don't know yet, especially going into a company that you've never done before. All three of my companies, I never did them before. So going into them, there was a huge learning curve of, oh crap, I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, now I do. And some of it's devastating. Some of it really, really hurts the brand. But you got to keep moving forward. And I always tell people the same thing. Like, if it was easy owning a business, everyone would do it. But you just can't give up when you get to those hurdles, when things hit you and knock you down to the starting board. Like, we've gone back all the way to the beginning before. Start and rebrand the companies.
And that's not surprising because, nothing's going to come out perfect right from the get-go.
Yeah, never.
Endurance, energy, strength, and focus are the 4 pillars of any great pre-workout supplement, and the team at FlexZone is delivering them to you in their all-new pre-workout powerhouse Pre-Flex. FlexZone Pre-Flex comes in 3 delicious flavors: Blue Raz, Green Apple, and Fruit Punch. This product is clinically tested with no proprietary blends and no artificial dyes or colors. And best of all, it's made right here in the US of A. It's time to get your pump on with FlexZone Pre-Flex Workout Powder. And don't forget to use code STORM15 to get your 15% discount on your purchase. FlexZone Pre-Flex and FlexZone supplements are where it's at.
Hi guys, I'm Andrew Calloway, CEO of Exec Life, and I've entered the Flex Zone.
How many trial and error periods did you have before you put out the pre-workout?
Countless. The formulation was one. Like, we put together our formulation and then we sent it in and they were like, well, it's going to be cheaper if you go this route. And they add all these other things in it that we didn't want. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, like exactly like I explained before, we pay way more than any consumer would ever tell you. I mean, not consumer, any business would ever tell you. I would never pay that much for my cost on the product because I want to make a profit.
Right.
Whereas we're going to make a profit, but we want these ingredients no matter how much it costs. We want the best damn thing on the market. And we've proven it and we pay the price for it and we get it. And a lot of business owners would tell you that's the wrong way. You want it cheap in the beginning so you're making a large profit. You can always change it later. But we went for it from the start. We went for the best product on the market. And we're trying to do the same thing with our thermogenic.
Yeah, because you see a lot of supplements that are in, bottles, big bottles, small bottles, whatever. And you open the lid and it's half full. And you always wondered, why are they making it so big? Just like with the colors and dyes. You're going to see, oh my God, that's a big bottle. But then, the disappointment reigns supreme. Now, when I open your bottle of supplements, am I going to experience the same thing?
No, because we use slim and taller bottles. So when you open it, it's about 3/4 of the way full. That way you feel like you've got what you paid for.
Right.
If we use the short, fat bottles, wide bottles, it would look like it's about halfway full. It's really a vision thing. No matter what, you're getting your 30 servings. Even those other products that look like there's barely anything in there, if it says 30 servings, you're likely getting 30 servings.
I guess I always miss reading that part, how many servings there are. I should pay more attention to that.
Servings and scoop size, man, will change your life.
I'm glad I do these interviews now. The knowledge is raining down the last month and a half. You figure out what you're going to have, right? You get the final concoction, so to speak, and now you got to put it on the shelves. Describe the process of getting that product onto the shelves so people can purchase it.
Well, here's the way that we decided to do it. FlexZone, we decided that we wanted to sell directly to the consumer for a few months first. We wanted to do it by ourselves, hand in hand, before we got with a big company or a big website who puts it on retail shelves and then blasts it to the world. We wanted to see what we could do by just getting the name out, by just getting the taste out, by just getting the feeling and the pump and everything that people are getting out of this workout. We wanted the testimonials. We wanted the personal one-on-one release of this product. And we've been doing great with that so far. We're actually getting the other 2 flavors out and the thermogenic. We're trying to hit this by January 1st for the New Year's resolution. And we're trying to get all the flavors and the thermo out by then. And then we're going to start looking at hitting retail shelves. But right now, we're just doing social media and website and word of mouth.
It's kind of like a test run. You put it out there for a test run, see how the consumer responds, and then you take it further. That sounds like a very intelligent way to do things. And plus, you've run businesses before, so you know how this works. Speaking on that, though, how important is it for you to choose the right partners going into business?
Oh, man. Partners will make or break you. They'll leave you. They'll not do anything. And I've had friends who made the mistake of not being 51% of a business and being completely screwed out of everything. Like, they would have great input into the company, and then the 51% owner would be like, nah, I'm not going to do that because it costs money. And they completely run the business straight into the ground. So, I mean, I've worked with horrible partners. I've seen people work with horrible partners. But with FlexZone, I've got the right partners in this one.
What advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs that are trying to get their idea or their product out to the masses?
Don't give up.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Again, if it was easy, everyone would do it, but it's not, and it's hard, and it's going to take everything out of you. And it might take everything out of your bank account too. But the big thing is you don't give up. If you get pushed all the way down to the ground, you get back up and you keep going. And that's what separates the real entrepreneurs from the guys that just have ideas. The real entrepreneurs are going to go out there, they're going to fail, they're going to live in their car, they're going to eat ramen noodles, and they're going to get up the next day and they're going to keep pushing forward. And then they're going to end up with a great business.
I think that starts off from when you're young. You know, I have a 3-year-old, and I believe like in the future, when she gets involved in sports or any activity, I'm always going to tell her she's going to have to finish things out. She can't just start something and then quit, because that's not going to help her out as far as her getting older and getting out into the real world. And it seems like everybody I talk to says the same thing that you're saying. It's like you can't give up. You know, nothing becomes a reality if you just do it once or twice. You know, there might be gifted people out there that things just fall from the sky for them, but usually, eventually, things kick you right in the ass, and then you got to face reality. Good tips for the aspiring entrepreneur, especially young people that are thinking that there should be some kind of instant gratification. That's just not how everything works. But most of the things nowadays on the computer, social media, that's how it is. But how important is social media for your business?
Right now, social media is the main part of our business right now. We've got so many followers and we're just doing so good. And like I said, that word of mouth from people and also it's a clever name. People see something that's a clever name and they're like, wow, that's cool. I want to join that, see what that's all about. It's a whole bunch of factors put into one, and really one can't function without the other. So with social media, it's like it'll either make you or break you. You go and you put yourself out there and you have no likes and no followers, and it really brings you down.
Yeah.
But, we were just fortunate on that to where when we started FlexZone and we got it out there, we put some funny things up, like enter the FlexZone, and, we'd post pictures of our friends just flexing in the mirror, just being goofy. And we started getting the same thing back. People started sending us their flex pictures and be like, I've entered the FlexZone. And, people love to be a part of something.
Yeah.
And if you give them the opportunity to be the part of something from the start, it makes them feel so much better.
I know you think highly of this, and the country's kind of like in disarray a little bit as far as people in the NFL and, just people speaking out and maybe doing things that they shouldn't do when the national anthem's going on. But talk about your business being a veteran-owned business. What's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on them kneeling on the national anthem, I'm not going to get into because me being an infantryman, that's not okay by me. Yeah, it's your right to do it, but I hate to say it, but if it's your right to be a jerk, it doesn't mean you should.
Right. Set the example.
I could straight up walk up to someone and cuss them out because I don't like them, but instead I hold my breath. Yeah, it's my right to walk up to this person and say what I feel about them, but I choose not to because it's the right thing to do. And I feel that's the same thing with, if kneeling for the flag is going to offend people, then why do it? Why not just say, you know what, there's oppression in this country and I'm not okay with it.
Right.
I'm going to go set up a food truck outside of the ghetto and, bring some people who can't afford it some food. They're not doing that. They're spending their millions of dollars on commercial ads for them kneeling for the flag and just going out of their way to be jerks. They're not doing anything for oppression. They're not donating money. They're not feeding the hungry. They're not, they're not doing anything.
Actions speak louder than words, right?
Absolutely. They're causing a ruckus because that's the society we live in. Look at Kanye West. He said any media is good media. Whether they love you or hate you, they're still Googling you. They're still looking at you. They're still putting you out there. Every single hate Twitter or Facebook message that you get is still press. And it's awful that people like this are following that same thing. They're like, you know what? I can go out there and people can call me a jerk all day, but I'm getting in the limelight. I'm on magazines now. I'm on talk shows. I was nothing and now I'm someone because I rebelled.
Yeah, right.
It's crazy.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, it's stupid.
But your business is a veteran-owned business. I mean, How proud
Yeah,
are you for
absolutely.
that?
Oh, absolutely. And it definitely like reaches out to the veterans on that aspect.
You give a
Me
discount too,
being
right? You give a veteran discount?
We do. We actually give several discounts all the time. Like we had a Veterans Day one. We run a 15% off code, not just to veterans, but to everyone.
Storm 15.
But right. Like Flex 15 or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. Or, we had a Vet 25 or whatever during Veterans Day. And we're constantly doing promo codes for everyone to use. But when I was overseas in the military, man, we were in the gym every day, even the guys who never worked out before. And we were always, always, always ordering supplement after supplement after supplement because, I mean, half the time you're bored. When you're not out working, you're bored and you work out 3 or 4 hours a day because there's nothing else to do. And we would literally sit there and just pack on supplements and eat and go to the gym every day. And, I remember everyone going, "Hey man, what supplement do we take? Like, you're looking good. Like you're starting to get ripped and everything. What are you taking?" And, I kind of took all that into effect with this company. And it's like, man, veterans are some of those guys that sit there and they want to know what to take, but they don't know because let's be honest, while we're overseas, we don't have time to research and do stuff.
Right.
So it's a good thing. I've met plenty of Marines and Army guys and stuff like that. And I've reached out to them and be like, you know what, try this product and let me know what you think. And I'd give them a discount code and they would use it. And they'd be like, oh man, I'm going to get the whole platoon on this.
And you're like, yeah.
Right, exactly. And it's like, man, finally we got something that works. And that's the big thing. Everybody wants the big thing for cheap, but they never want the big thing that works. Oh, this is a cheap product. Let me take that. That's good. I don't care. I feel it. But you might feel it, but you might also be underdosed on the formulation.
Right. And it might be all mental too. You might be thinking you're feeling it, but really, ultimately, you're not feeling anything.
Right, absolutely. And that, again, comes with the lack of knowledge.
So 2018 is around the corner, and you say you got a new product going to be making its way out to the internet for sale. Can you explain what that's going to be?
The thermogenic?
Yes, sir.
We're definitely wanting to get that out for New Year's because a lot of people during New Year's decide, you know what, I'm going to go crush the gym this year. This is my year. And we wanted to make we wanted to make the best thermogenic on the market. So we put all the right ingredients in it to where it's not just a big energy pill like most of them are out there. Again, like the pre-workout. It's got more than that in it. It's got stuff that's literally going to help you with your workout. And as long as you're eating right and you're in the gym and you're doing what you're told and you're taking these supplements, I swear on supplements all day. If you take the supplements right and you do the workouts and you do the nutrition, you're going to get the results you need and want.
Kirk, thanks for coming on Enter the Flex Zone. Got any shout outs you want to make before I let you go?
Shout out to Tim Holman for being a good attorney and partner in a lot of my endeavors. All of my friends, Will Jezerowski, Johnny Buck. I mean, there's several I could probably go on all day. My wife too. I mean, she helps as much as she can. So, but I definitely love all those guys. Everyone who's been a part of my life and a part of my journey has really helped me get to where I am today. And I definitely appreciate all their help.
It was a great treat talking to Kirk Weigand, CEO for Flex Zone Supplements today. If you guys want to follow him on Twitter, it's Kirk Weigand. Instagram's the same, Kirk Weigand. You can also follow Flex Zone Supplements at Flex Zone Sups on Instagram and flexzonesups.com on the web. That's where you can purchase these great items that they have to offer. One of the things that really stood out for me during this interview was the ability to partner up with exceptional people. Kirk talks about the multiple businesses that he created from the ground up, and sometimes those relationships didn't work out. Is it a good idea to go in business with your friends? I don't know if that's necessarily a good idea all the time, but it seems like Kirk's found the right recipe for success this go-around, and I think if he stays true to himself and works with his partners, I think Flex Zone Supplements is onto something special. Another reminder, don't sell out. Kirk's not going to be selling out. He believes in his product. He's tested it time and time again, and he wanted to make sure it was a pure product with no artificial colors and dyes and things that he didn't want in the product. So after, many months of trials and tribulations, he's finally found the product that he's happy with, and he's eager and ready to sell. So hey, partner up with the right people, stay true to yourself, don't sell out. Because when the other guy's selling out and you're staying true to yourself, you're going to be the one that shines down the road. This is Brad Storm saying thank you for entering the Flex Zone.